Hi, I'm Tom Henriksen from the Agile Online Summit, where we bring great Agilists to the world. And welcome to our Community Spotlight, where we shine the light on the great Agile communities that help promote the summit. Today, we're going to talk with Bob Payne from AgileDC. Bob, introduce yourself to the people here at the Agile Online Summit.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Happy to join you. I'm Bob Payne. I'm the SVP of Agile Transformation at Lightspeed. But as you mentioned, I'm also heavily involved in quite a number of community events. I started my Agile conference career in 2001, and this will be, I think, the only year I've not been face-to-face at an Agile conference since then. So essentially about 19 years of being engaged with the community. Very early on, in 2005, I started the Agile Toolkit podcast. It was the first that I'm aware of, Agile podcasts. And I really haven't been doing that much, but there's, that was all about going out, meeting thought leaders, just people at the conferences, asking them what they were learning, what their experience was like, authors, practitioners, and then formed Agile Philanthropy, which was to try to create a bridge between the Agile community and philanthropic needs. And had a number of experiments there, including hackathons at conferences and fundraising and getting not-for-profit speakers sort of on the docket to present at the mainline Agile conference and also some of the better software conferences at the time. And as part of that, even though I wasn't a newbie in the Agile community, I was awarded the Gordon Pask Award for community participation, which was really quite an honor, because that award was for new voices in the Agile community. And at that point, I was no longer a new voice, but they bent the rules for me, and then they blew the award up. So I don't know whether I killed it or not. But out of that, one of the things that I learned was that organizations, these NGOs, quite often didn't need the volunteer work. It was actually more work for them to engage with a set of volunteers and then the benefit that they got out of an organization. So in conversations with them, they're like, what we really would love to have is exposure, your money, so that we can hire the people that have the need to deliver the services, and we get a win-win conversation going. So as part of that, this would have been our 10th year of running the AgileDC conference. We decided to create a for-benefit conference with George Dinwiddie, and we just have an amazing group, a fairly large board of men and women from the Agile community that come together for 10 years. Not this year, we're not going to be face-to-face.
Yeah.
And what we've done is we've tried to focus on some principal benefits. One is benefit to the community. So, and that involves two sides. We create a forum for Agile voices, speakers to present. We typically have 50 plus speakers and 9 tracks in our one-day conference. We provide the opportunity in the DC region for people to learn. So those are the benefits to the community. We have benefit to the environment. We try to make it as environmentally friendly a conference as we can. So we try to reduce throw away swag and trash. We have it at a venue that will source in-season local produce and meats for the food, and we don't have a lot of cans, and we have water glasses out, and it's at a really nice facility at Gallaudet here in DC. It's a university for hearing impaired, but they have a great conference hotel that we have that at. And then our third benefit is we are an all volunteer Army. We don't pay speakers to come. We don't pay travel costs. And we try to provide a sponsorship venue by getting people from the federal space, commercial space, Agile space, and we sell sponsorships to organizations that would love to be able to have a conversation with those people, and we take that money and donate it. So we've had, when we first started out, the numbers were relatively small, $7,000-8,000, and we've worked it up. Our highest donation one year was $70,000 to not-for-profits. And the way it works is if you're a volunteer for AgileDC, you get some dot votes, and you get to propose a profit. When we have some relatively straightforward rules, we try to make it non-political, principally religious, and the rest is sort of open for people to put a charity on there, dot vote to distribute those funds, and we cut those checks every year. So wide variety of not-for-profits that we've been able to serve in that way. So that's one conference that I'm involved with. And then we have a couple of more in the DC area that I participate in through Lightspeed, and that's the Agile Executive Conference and the Lean plus Agile DC, which focuses on Agile delivery and Agile product management. And I'm hoping to restart the podcast, and that's my that will always come on the longest day, and that is tomorrow. So one of these days, tomorrow will come, and I'll actually restart the podcast.
Yes. Someday it will come, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like your community is very active. You have a lot of things going on. I want to give you this question though, Bob, as we think about other community facilitators that might be out there. It sounds like your community is very active. What tips would you have to give to some of those other communities that are out there to say, how can I build an active community like Bob has? Well,
you've given me maybe a little more credit than I deserve. We're extraordinarily active in October, and the board is active leading in. We don't have monthly meetups or anything around AgileDC. So it certainly is about a 650 person conference. So it does take some logistics to get it going. One of the things that I've found is to kind of don't sweat the details too much and find your purpose. And then you're really just going to do the best you can and not let other examples of amazing communities, and I'm not holding mine up as one of those examples necessarily, don't let those get in the way of you starting your thing. You're going to fail, you're going to stumble. I had all of these schemes for getting volunteers and doing hackathons and raising money at the conference, and they were mildly successful, but it never really hit. It didn't create the traction that I wanted to. And I really believe this for benefit conference model aligns with my desires. And I'm not saying it's right for everybody, but find your passion. If it's working with kids in schools to teach them agile coding, agile
Yeah.
techniques, that's great. If it's women in tech, great. If it's Kanban for whatever, your local civic group,
Yeah.
that's great. But plug away, you'll start off with, our first conference was like 75 people, and one of our keynotes didn't show.
Yeah.
And now we're at like max capacity for the venue, and that's kind of our sweet spots. But it took a long while to get there.
Yeah. Rome wasn't built in a day, right, Bob?
No, it did decay really, over a long period of time. And then there were the two Romes, and then
Yes.
the Byzantine Empire, I believe, was carved out of that.
Oh, Bob, great to talk to you. Any closing thoughts, Bob?
No. So one of the interesting things that I'm wondering where we'll end up is what does it look like on the other side of COVID? Because I've been to a few. I know you guys are running the summit, and that's great. That's amazing. Wish I'd gotten in, but that happens. I don't know what the future of Agile conferences looks like. I know we'll be back to in-person conferences at some point, but I've seen some experiments that worked relatively well, some that was like, that doesn't match the experience. But I know that the virtual conference has not gone away. So I'm really curious to see what experiments succeed in that space, and what this conversation looks like. Because this is not nearly as, we don't have little plates of shrimp going by, or a beverage of our choice in our hands, as we might in another venue.
Correct.
And the serendipity is gone. I don't just see someone across the hall and and strike up a conversation. It's a little more difficult in the virtual space.
Yeah. You kind of have to curate those moments in a digital space in a different way, don't you?
You do, and the random breakout rooms are interesting, but it's not the same as just sort of natural clusterings happening in the hallway at conferences. The good news is you meet people you wouldn't have introduced yourself, especially in a community where I know as many people as I know. So I have met people in those random breakouts that have been nice, but I also don't get to run into, I don't know, Ken McDonald.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, thanks for coming on and sharing your time.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Really appreciate it.
On behalf of Bob Payne, I am Tom Henriksen for the Agile Online Summit.